Welcome back to New Rockstars. With the MCU starting to ramp things up with the multiverse, everybody and their mamas are wondering when we're going to be blessed with a live-action adaptation of the infamous House of M storyline from the Marvel Comics. But what if I told you that Multiverse of Madness secretly left the seeds for House of M right under our very noses? I don't know why I did that. That was a very weird thing for me to do. And that rumored Scarlet Witch solo project could potentially lead us to a magical land of mutants. Well, how would you all feel about that? This is Rogue Theory, the show where we pitch the wildest theories for the nerdy titles that we love. My name is MT, and going rogue with me today is the always incredible Scarlet Whitney van Laningham. What's going on?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling great. I'm doing good. I'm going rogue with my friends today. And also, one of the coolest blurred women you will ever meet, and just coolest women in general. It's Jessica Clemons. What's going on, girl?
What's up, bitch?
Blurred gang. I get that from women a lot. It's a common reaction.
My baby.
And finally, the amazingly talented DJ Wooldridge, who has a new comic book that he wants to tell you guys about. Take it away, DJ.
Wait, what? I do? Oh my God, I do. Hello. Thank you all for having me. If you lovely people will head on over to hellbentcomicbook.com, you will see the Kickstarter for my latest comic, Hellbent, which is a supernatural thriller. The Kickstarter is over. However, you'll see a little button that says pre-order now. You click on that. It'll take you to the pre-order store. So if you missed the Kickstarter, you can still grab the comic. It is a 48-page comic filled with demons and violence and nudity and all the stuff. It's for mature audiences only. It's for mature
demons,
audiences.
Violence, and nudity.
Oh yeah,
Show
it's
me
got all
that
the
demon
things.
dick. Show me that demon dick, Deej. Let's go.
Whitney, I'll let you know if you missed volume 1, you can pick up volume 1 at the pre-order store, and volume 1 has all the demon dick you need. It's all in there.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's all in there.
You know that's what I'm here for.
So if you
No,
are
I'm
like,
honestly, I'm like so impressed that you wrote 2 whole ass comics. I am so impressed with you. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Seriously,
so
congratulations. This is so
Thank you.
fucking cool. I'm so happy for you.
So for people
All
that
right, Hellbent.
Yeah, it's for people that if you're
Hellbent.
fans of something that's killing the children, Sandman, Preacher, anything like that, hellbentcomicbook.com. Check it out.
Preacher is very fun.
All right.
Let's get it.
Hellbentcomicbook.com. Let's go. But let us talk about our first topic of today, which is not as cool as demon dicks, but I'll try to keep up with that. Our first topic of today is going to be talking about how Earth-838 is secretly the future House of M universe. Because think about it, guys. All right, when we last left Wanda in 838, she was not doing great in her life. She just murdered the entire Illuminati. Fantastic Four, Reed Richards, Professor X, all of them completely dead. And so she is probably in a really bad spot, and she's worried about her kids and like the state of her kids and if her kids are okay. I think that Wanda, much like how 838 Doctor Strange, he ruined the person that he possessed life. Her life is about to be ruined, and that the entirety of her universe is going to be converted into the House of M universe. What do you guys think about that wild and rogue theory? I try to be as extra rogue for you, Jessica. Extra rogue.
I like it. I like it. I like where it's going. I just need to hear how.
Yeah, how? Tell me.
Okay, I think that, we know that the WandaVision scenario happened for just that little town of Westview. I think that her grief is going to become so great because like all of the entire world is going to be on her because she killed the people that helped stop Thanos, the person that they have a statue of Doctor Strange up for. So I think that Wanda's going to be like extra vilified, more so than like our Wanda probably, because like the entire world knows that she is a killer. Like they basically saw her walk into this building and like kill all these people essentially. So like I feel like her grief might be a little bit greater than what we've ever seen Wanda, and she might actually end up just changing the entire universe by unlocking that Scarlet Witch power. I don't know, just pulling things out of my ass.
Okay. So I have a couple questions on that. One, the impression I got from 838 is that they were all about that lying life, like saying like Doctor Strange actually was a good guy. Don't look behind the curtain. Yeah. He didn't do anything bad. We didn't murder him. And also, how much time do you think we'll be spending in 838? moving forward?
I think that 838 is going to be, like, since they gave it a number, I feel like they're going to be a major player in the MCU, especially because we know that the incursions are coming to the MCU, which involve multiple universes colliding together. And like, we're gonna eventually, I think, like, we're gonna eventually see 838 and 616 have a bit of a tiff in incursion, which would be really fun. But I think that for now, like, we're very much seeing like this new other universe player being introduced. But that's just me. I mean, like, we might not even see 838 again. Who knows? But like, I have a feeling that they're setting up a House of M scenario, because that Wanda, like, it just felt like her story was sort of just left dangling. It's like, my boys, and she runs away. It's like, what's going to go on with her? She seems like she's like, more things are going to happen with her.
Realistically, I think that Wanda was probably now so traumatized and shook that she doesn't even want to like encourage her powers. She's probably like, if that's me in another timeline, I don't want to be like that. But what I like about your rogue theory is I have this theory that I keep talking about on the break room, how the mutants, when Kevin Feige was like, mutants, everyone was like, X-Men. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you X-Men. I'm just giving you mutants. I think that would be great it would be horrible for the audience. Kill all the X-Men in that universe. She says no more mutants in that universe, gets rid of all those X-Men. That way in 616, we still have Kamala and we still have Monica, who I'm sure is also a mutant, who are normal mutants in that timeline. But it would be disastrous for the audience. I know people would be so mad. They'd be like, how dare you kill Jubilee? But, and I want that roll of my eye to be,
I know you're a Jubilee hater.
I don't understand. I'm rewatching the animated series right now, and I'm like, okay, I get why she's the full circle of it, but also she is the Starlight. Like, it's unnecessary. Not to be rude.
I just think that, like, I was a kid. Obviously, we were kids when we were watching it, and she was like the intro character. It's like, she's like who I projected myself onto, because like, I like video games and I'm a kid, and I also like Wolverine.
She's very
it's either
cool
a Jubilee or a Shadow Cat or a Rogue. You always have your like.
I love Rogue.
Rogue is dope.
Yeah. That country voice. Sorry, didn't mean to go off of the subject, but I do like your theory.
Oh no,
I'm feeding into it. We had to
address the Jubilee hatred. You Jubilee phobic. I see you.
Don't you dare take my name like that. How dare you? I don't want these fans coming at me as a Jubilee phobe. A Jubilee phobe.
That just sounds like you hate being happy.
Yeah,
like,
which I do. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted.
Like feeling
I don't like
joy
Jubilee.
Or fun and joy of any kind.
Get that shit out of here.
I will say to your theory though, I do think if because there's talks of like a Scarlet Witch movie or whatever, I do think it's going to be 838 Wanda that is the Scarlet Witch. I was always under something she's going to find her way back to our world, but I figured that was kind of the direction we were heading.
So what, to get like revenge?
Sorry,
from
616 Wanda, you're done.
Yeah, I love that idea of like 838 Wanda wanting like sort of revenge against 616 Wanda for ruining her life. Because I would want revenge in some way. I would definitely go to 616 to have a chat at least with Wanda. Be like, can you tell people that it was you? Like, why?
You'd assume that they would, the people higher up, well, I guess they're all dead except for Mordo, but like, you'd assume they'd be like, it wasn't this Wanda, clearly. It was Wanda going into their mind, but I guess maybe they're like, it's easier to prosecute this one that's already here.
Right? It's just,
man, but it's
I don't understand the whole magic gobbledygook. It's just arrest her.
I guess that like Mordo could still technically like report back, but yeah, it's like everyone else is dead, so who's gonna tell him, guys? Who's gonna tell him?
Mordo's gonna be like, take that single mother of two and lock her up.
Like, honestly, because like we know that Mordo has no love for anybody who has anything to do with the Darkhold whatsoever. He's just like, I don't care what you have to say. You're gonna be locked up, or you're like, I don't care. So like, I feel like that's sort of very likely for Mordo just to not listen to her at all.
True. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right.
And honestly, this would be kind of cool because I had a theory that I did a video on like a while back whenever the movie came out that I thought that it's possible that, you know, like the big like red flash at the end when Wundagore collapses, I was like, well, maybe that was like Wanda's powers protecting her in some way. And so maybe she's still alive because like kind of something similar happens in House of M where she's like, no more mutants. And then she just loses all of her memories, but she's still alive. And then they have to like get her and tell her, yo, you're the Scarlet Witch. So like I was thinking that maybe, you know, that's how the comics just go.
That's exactly what happened.
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, you pretty
that's
much
an accurate description of House of M, you know. So yeah, I was wondering too if maybe 616 Wanda is still alive and she is displaced. I do think it would be really fucking cool to see 838 Wanda be like, oh, bitch, you're still alive? I'm getting you. I'm gonna come get you. You ruined everything for me.
Yeah, they definitely left a lot of like doors open for themselves because we've already introduced another Wanda, and also, you know, in superhero movies, if Rebel falls on somebody, it's like, well, they can come back. I mean, that's not.
No
I
body,
didn't see
no
a body.
crime, bitch.
Exactly.
I don't trust an off-screen death. I never trust one.
You can't.
Seriously. And like we know that Marvel Studios, especially when it comes to their, you know, their big like main Avengers, they like a good send-off for their characters. They're not going to kill one of their main Avengers off screen. So like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on. She deserves a little Tony Stark funeral pyre. Give her that at least if she's really dead.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I would prefer for her to like destroy the universe before she died, but you know, I'll take whatever.
Yeah, you can't win them all, right?
Did you all ever rogue theory on who 838's Wanda's the dad is for Wanda's kids? Did you ever rogue theory who the dad is for those kids?
Ooh, that's the second rogue question.
Because I have a theory. I have a theory on who the dad is for those kids.
Do tell.
Who's
DJ.
the daddy?
I think it's Quicksilver.
Oh my!
If you ever read the Ultimate Comics, Wanda and Quicksilver were a bit closer in that universe.
They were so close. I'm actually reading Ultimate X-Men like right now, and it's so creepy how close they are. It is so disturbing.
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying. Think about little speed kid. Where did it come? Where did the power come from? Where did the power come from?
You keep this to the boys. You keep that weird shit to the boys and leave our good named Wanda.
Yeah. Take that shit to the boys. Leave us out of this.
To the boys
DJ
on
Jesus.
Amazon.com.
Yeah. No, oh my god, that would be terrible. I just thought she was like a cool divorcee. Like I thought she was just like, I'm a sexy independent Wanda, and Vision and I got a divorce because he cheated on me with his secretary in Cabo. You know, like that's what I kind of thought.
Right.
Well, and
I thought maybe Vision was like a dick.
That enters another problem. Is like if it is Vision, so then we have another Vision rolling, and then it really because I just rewatched Infinity War, and it's like we sacrificed how many Wakandans for a robot guy that we just brought back in an afternoon. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, so if there's another Vision running around, it just makes that whole thing even more pointless. It just makes that whole exercise. And so it's like, if there's another Vision, it's like,
so true. I never even thought about that way.
Yeah. I think that's the point.
Like,
and also, I guess we see.
Vision.
Cap's all like, we don't trade lives, except for all these African lives. We'll trade those lives.
Oh, Jesus.
My 1950s is coming in.
But this robot that we kind of don't know how his consciousness works, that life, no, that's sacred. We don't want to mess with that.
That one matters. That one really matters.
It'll make Wanda sad, and we don't want that. We don't want that.
Okay, but like to be fair, making Wanda sad is extremely dangerous.
It turns out that it's really bad.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It turns out the Wanda sad.
It's like not a cool thing.
Yeah, massive body count when Wanda gets sad.
But anyway, okay. So for the wild theory about 838 becoming the House of M, how likely do you guys feel like this is going to happen? Do you feel like it's rogus, bogus, or the middle ogus?
Bro, I think it's rogus. I'm into it. I'm really into this theory. Right. I want to see House of M happen. I think it would be so cool if it was 838 Wanda, especially if, like I said, she was on a little vengeance mission against 616 Wanda. Dude, that would be so cool. I hope you're right. It would be so
sick. I would love it.
You're right. I'm gonna give you a rogus.
Woo!
Yay!
One rogus. All right, what you think, Jessica?
I'm also giving you a rogus. I think you did a good job. Woo! think this was very rogue.
I did it.
I think it was very rogue.
I will cherish
DJ,
this
I never
Rogus
give
forever.
him a Rogus.
Okay.
This is my
never
happiest
gives out
Rogus of my
Roguses.
life.
This is a very
But
limited edition Rogus.
I will
think it
never
makes
forget this
sense.
Rogus for as long as I live. Thank
Well,
you,
listen,
Jessica.
I'm just
I
gonna.
think it makes sense, and I think it's fun.
I think I'm going to keep the train going. I'll give you a Rogus as well. Let's give it a clean sweep. Why not?
A
Let's
triple
do it.
Rogus day.
Rogus,
Oh my God.
Rogus cubed, Rogus cubed, Rogus to the
We did
third
it.
power.
Thank you. I think that this would be really fun, and especially if 838 were to turn into the House of M universe and then collide with 616 for an amazing Avengers versus X-Men scenario. I would love it. It would be really dope. I would literally cry in my seat at the theater into my popcorn, making it even more saltier, thus threatening my blood pressure even more.
I'll do it.
Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying.
I'll do it.
But up next, we are going to talk about a weird theory about the corpse of Doctor Strange that was left behind on Mount Wundagore. But first, don't forget to check out our awesome merch options available at newrockstarsmerch.com, because right now you can grab our latest Obsession shirt inspired by Thor Love and Thunder called Worthy of Love. And this shirt is limited edition and won't be available for long, so be sure to grab it while you can. And you can support the channel by checking out all of our amazing and awesome merch over at newrockstarsmerch.com anytime. But we want to thank Upstart for sponsoring this episode of Rogue Theory. It can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, especially when you have bad eyes like me and high interest debt. And sometimes it can be even harder to ask for help. And that's where Upstart comes in. Upstart-powered personal loans can help you pay down high interest debt all online with simple, easy to understand payment terms. Upstart has helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. So whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can help you get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Upstart knows that you are more than just your credit score. Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. And you can check your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score. Amazing. You can even receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. So do not wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/roguetheory. That is upstart.com/roguetheory. Check your rate today, and don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and other certain information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/roguetheory. And we also want to thank Upside for sponsoring this video, because whether you're being absolutely stunned when you fill up your car at the gas station or have noticed the price of a burrito at your favorite restaurant has, started to creep up and up, one thing is clear: inflation is hitting us where it hurts. The wallet. It hurts really bad. Please stop inflating. It really hurts. And that's why many of us here at New Rockstars have started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out, because with every purchase, you earn cash back thanks to Upside. To get started, download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play, use our promo code ROGUETHEORY, and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. And next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business, pay as usual with a credit card or debit card, and then just get paid. It's pretty great. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week, and that's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Off-screen producer Brandon uses Upside all the time. It's the best way to find a place to eat on a Friday night. And all you have to do is search for a restaurant that you like that also has a reward offer. It's literally a win-win. It's such a good app. So download the free Upside app and use promo code ROGUETHEORY to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code ROGUETHEORY. All right, guys, I think for the second topic, I think that Marvel zombies are coming to the MCU, specifically in a very sneaky way that they set up at the very end of Multiverse of Madness. Because if you remember, Corpse Doctor Strange is still under the rubble of Wundagore. And people just assume, oh yeah, just because Doctor Strange left the body, stopped possessing the body, that everything's fine. Incorrect, because that body is filled with all those souls of the damned still inside of the body. And I believe that Marvel Studios is setting that up to be the MCU version of a Marvel villain for Doctor Strange called Mr. Misery, who is this really gross, gnarly dude with a bunch of souls of the damned in his body. I feel like it just makes a lot of sense. And so with that, And since we know that this type of magic that Doctor Strange used on his corpse is a type of sort of like necromancy, I think that this being, this potential Mr. Misery, could be the catalyst for Marvel Zombies coming to the MCU by just resurrecting the dead, by just filling them with the souls of the damned. And then just starting things that way. It'd be really fun. What do you guys think?
That is so cool. Oh my God. I didn't even think about how it's still full of damned little souls.
All those damn souls gotta go somewhere.
Why are you so smart? Look at you. Look at you. I didn't even think about it like that. Holy shit.
I just got weird rogue theories all up in this cranium.
I just looked up Mr. Misery, and he's a looker. Let's put it that way. He's a looker.
He's a looker.
I want to look him up. Wait.
He's struggling on Bumble right now, but he'll get there one day.
He'll figure it out. He'll unlock it. He'll unlock that secret. How do you think that connects to the we're getting a Marvel Zombies animated series, right? That's part of the MCU.
This is true. I feel like because we know from that episode of What If that they described this zombie outbreak as an encephalopathy. I cannot believe I said that word right the first time. My God, I will not be able to do it again. And so like, it's sort of like a brain infection. I forget what, it's just like a weird thing. I feel like they can science it away and just be like, yeah, what's happening here is Mr. Misery is just infecting people's brains, like, and like taking them over with darkness. And like, and just, I don't know. I sort of just copying that, what they did with, in What If, and like adjusting it in the IRL MCU universe. I don't know.
Nah, dude, I'm here for this. I'm gonna. You haven't asked yet, but I'm giving this an early Rogus because I am 100%
an early Rogus. Oh
this
my
is an
God.
early vote. This is an early vote. A preemptive Rogus. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you think, Jessica?
It's serving Kilgrave. It's giving Kilgrave, and I want something different. Explain to me. Okay, so explain to me again. So we're saying that he's collecting the souls in hell right now, correct? Is that what you were saying? Repeat your role.
Oh no, I'm saying that like this like corpse Doctor Strange that's trapped under Wondergore is filled with the souls of the damned, and like this soul, like this new being that was created at the end of Multiverse of Madness is going to go out and start creating, like, start raising the dead. Basically, just going up to like tombstones and just like controlling the dead and like starting a zombie army.
Okay, Doctor Strange zombie would, or the Mr. whatchamacallit would?
So like the corpse Doctor Strange that this like under the rubble of Wondergore, I think that's going to become Mr. Misery. And then Mr. Misery is going to start raising the dead.
Oh, I think it's fun.
Okay.
And where do you see
fine.
I
Jessica
think that's
is my
okay.
rogue barometer.
Yeah,
I take Jessica's reward as law.
And what movie? What do you see him coming in? Just in his own. That's how Marvel Zombies will be. Is that how you?
I think that Doctor Strange 3 could be like the catalyst there, because like we know that movie is likely going to be very dark because we see them going to the dark dimension to face Dormammu. So I feel like this is when like that. This will probably be the catalyst for like a Midnight Sun scenario, because we know that in every MCU movie, we have to have an army of easily killable people. If the Chitauri, the Ultron bots, like they have to be just like, we need to be able to just murder these people.
What
and
is
zombies
the
are the perfect
easiest
catalyst.
Group of people to murder? All right, we got zombies, we got robots, like we got aliens. Dude, that's
so what you're describing is almost like a Blackest Night scenario, where we're like bringing back, maybe you've got a zombie army, but also maybe bringing back some dead folks from previous movies.
Exactly, like your Pietros and like maybe your Tony Starks, like people that have died before. Like I feel like there's a lot of people that we could just bring back that just have died, like Killmonger.
But they'll be zombies,
even though
right?
I feel like Killmonger's coming back in general.
I feel like
Killmonger's coming back.
I feel like they're making a mistake if they're not just like retconning out that like the end of Black Panther and making Killmonger the new Black Panther. Like it's Michael B. Jordan. Like, come on.
It would be super cool to see like a better, like a reformed Killmonger, like being the new Black Panther. That'd be really dope. Yeah. But I can definitely see T'Challa saving Killmonger at the end of that, because like he's too compassionate to let
he'd be like,
Killmonger
great
die.
speech, bro, but
mission is still
we're going to Wakanda prison.
Yeah, we're going to the hospital, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
this
dude,
was a
yeah,
really
it's- that
sweet
was cool.
speech
That
and
was a really-
everything, but,
it was really meaningful. Like,
but
it was really
as soon as you
impactful, but-
become unconscious,
Yeah.
like as soon as you become unconscious, I'm taking you to the hospital. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Especially since he's the last one. He's the last one that ate the heart-shaped fruit. Is that what it's called? That makes you Black Panther.
The
Yeah.
heart-shaped herb.
Heart-shaped herb. Thank you. And then he burned it all. So technically, we can retcon this away. But technically, there shouldn't be anybody else that could become Black Panther anyway.
Well, isn't
True.
in the series don't they come up with like a mock version of the heart-shaped herb? So
Yeah,
if
and they
that's
could
what
just
we do in Black
find
Panther
more.
too.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
easy ways that you could just be like, oh,
Yeah.
it turns out there's
Yeah.
more, and it's like, okay, cool, we're just moving on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from a practical perspective, you've
Yeah.
unfortunately, tragically, are missing a lead. And there's very few
Right.
leading
It's-
men better than Michael B. Jordan, and he's right there. And so maybe
I would
just
love it,
like
but
retcon
I think
out of
his
Black
mission
Panther.
his mission would still be intentionally bad. I think the mission of like, no, we should give all. I think they were like, yeah, let's give it to the people of everywhere. Let's share our wealth. But I think he'd be like, well, not with white people. Like he would be like, well, no. So I think his intentions would still be like,
200% yes.
no, like it would still be, and that's where I think they couldn't be like, Black Panther is still pretty racist. Black Panther does not like white people.
Even though this accidentally turned into a Black Panther conversation,
Yeah, it would just be like-
I think that they should go to go the T'Chaka route, because like we saw that T'Chaka was Black Panther at the very beginning of the movie.
Mhm.
So if they got that actor back and like did some weird time travel wormhole whatever, it's like, all right, I'm back as Black Panther for a little bit before they transition into probably most likely a new T'Challa variant via the multiverse.
Mhm.
During the whole Secret Wars thing, like we're gonna get a new T'Challa. Like that's, I feel like that's like inevitable.
Just give it
like,
to
via the
Okoye.
multiverse.
Just give it to
Huh?
Okoye.
Yeah.
I said, just give it to
I
Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye
The-
would be
the
a
number
fucking
one
sick Black
stand
Panther.
Okoye would
She's the
kick
most
fucking
qualified.
ass.
The
Let's be
most
real.
reasonable.
My
I
vote.
can
love
see her
her.
being like, no.
Yeah, my vote outside of just bringing Killmonger back would be Nakia. I think she because I know Letitia Wright's character Shuri in the comics becomes Black Panther, but the way they establish her character in the movie doesn't
Right.
feel like she'd be down. It doesn't feel like she'd be into being Black Panther.
Right.
And I
Yeah,
think
that's the same with
Nakia's-
Okoye.
But I do
Yeah.
think though that if anyone can figure out how to make like this synthetic heart-shaped herb, it would be Shuri.
Yeah,
Like she would be the
100%.
one who would be able to engineer
Mm,
that.
True.
So maybe if she doesn't become Black Panther, she's just the one who helps engineer the new Black Panther and helps like make him. I don't know what's gonna happen, you guys. We don't even have a trailer for this movie yet.
we went rogue on our second
We went rogue on
topic.
our
But to
rogue question,
go
and
back
now
to-
it's a Black Panther theory.
To go back to MT's point, like I think we are building towards, maybe bringing back people from the dead. I actually think that's where that's specifically what the Valhalla bit at the end of spoilers for Love and Thunder is like. I have a feeling I have a feeling Thor
That's a good
5 will be
point.
Thor Valhalla, and we're bringing back Odin and Renee Russo as the mom
Yo.
and all that stuff.
Don't think so.
No,
I think it was more
You
so
don't think
just
so?
I think it was just so it's like it's not on a complete sad note that they were like, no, see,
It's
she's
just-
having fun. She's in Valhalla.
It's just that-
It's okay,
it's
she's
just
having
that she
fun.
is.
It's
She
just
died of
one-
cancer, but now she's having a really
No,
good
she's-
time.
She's great. She's great. You should listen. What kind of cancer she had? Stage 4. Don't ask questions. No, that
Yeah.
was
Don't
the
ask
that was
questions. It's just stage 4 in general.
yeah, that was the movie's last bit of, hey, guess what? These movies don't have any stakes. Bye-bye.
I want because I was like, I don't think they would have because I don't think they're gonna bring Heimdall back either. I think it was just like a
Yeah,
full
no.
circle for his. We saw his son. We saw Axel. We saw Axel.
Right.
And so I think that ending was just more so like, see, Axel had a great father, and his great father is now living in a great beyond.
Yeah.
I do not want to see Odin again. Do not bring Odin back.
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
over
really-
it. I don't
I
really
think
care
that,
anymore.
yeah, I do agree
do
with
not bring
that. I
those
think that like
people back.
Valhalla should just be the nice, like, this is heaven. They're gonna be chilling in heaven, and we're not gonna see them
Yeah.
again. Type
Because they would have
there
showed
has to
like
be
Loki.
stakes.
It would
Or,
have been
I think they would have
Right.
showed Loki.
it would have been so funny if it
Loki's in hell.
Thor Love and Thunder, if like
Yeah.
Heimdall's there and he's like, welcome Jane, and she's like, oh, I'm Baptist. I don't this isn't my jam. I don't need to
No, you took that hammer and you stay here. That's
You're
what
here
you
now,
did.
right?
You
Lutheran. This
switched
is
it
really
up.
upsetting.
we
I'd be
drink
like, but I spent my
alcohol
entire life.
24/7 and battle every day, and that's your afterlife
Yeah.
now, okay?
That is what you chose the
That is
last
hilarious.
20 days of your life, and that's what you're gonna live an eternity doing.
But I feel like Jesus and his army is gonna come battle Valhalla. It's gonna be this whole thing. That's gonna be the next Thor.
We got the
Fighting over
Jesus
Jane
army,
Foster.
the Kiss army.
Jesus is the big bad of Thor 5.
Jesus is the bad of
This big bad of Thor 5. Yeah,
But it would be really funny to see Jesus and Thor go toe to toe, because Jesus can turn water into wine and Thor can drink a whole bunch.
See?
So I think that would be a really fun drinking contest to see go down. It's just Thor versus Jesus. Who can chug?
The drinking contest. And you all saw the concept art that Russell Crowe was originally supposed to be the devil in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Right.
See,
Yeah,
so
that was wild. That's wild.
I would have really
concept art.
dug that.
and it's so weird. It just now occurred to me that I was like, oh yeah, Mephisto. That's what they wouldn't do that. It's like, well, you can't have the devil. We have a guy. His name's Mephisto. It's like it's a dude. Like you
Mephisto.
can't just.
He's the devil of the MCU.
It can't just be Russell Crowe doing a weird accent. It's got to be it's going to be a thing. Everybody wants him to show up. We're not going to do it.
And if they don't put Mephisto in, Erik might actually die soon.
See.
So we need Mephisto to keep Erik on life support.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried about that guy if we don't get him.
I actually have a very rogue theory about Mephisto already being in the end. I actually think that Strange Supreme is going to be Mephisto. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
For that
I honestly think that Disney will not allow Mephisto. I think they're worried to get all the Christians mad at them, and so they're never going to do the devil in another movie.
Just like little 5-year-olds dressed as Mephisto running around Disneyland. That would be so fucking funny.
I'll bet you Disney's. I just have this feeling Disney standards and practices will not let Mephisto get out the gate. That's my rogue theory.
I want
this,
Mephisto.
This is why I think Strange Supreme is Mephisto, because I feel like if they show people that this Mephisto isn't actually the actual devil, and that you show the origin story of the devil, it's like, oh, that's just Doctor Strange who just got really bad.
Yeah.
So you identify it less with the actual Christian devil.
Wasn't that kind of one of the theories going around with Loki, is that Mephisto's just a Loki variant? Don't think too hard about it. You know what I mean? It didn't end up being that way. I just feel like that's what people were saying.
Did you guys see that I dressed up Pugsley as Mephisto for this past Halloween? What if Pugsley is Mephisto?
I think that Pugsley might actually. I think that was my first guess.
Might be what's coming to the MCU, is that he's just gonna show up and be like, "Hi everybody, welcome to the MCU. My name is Pugsley Adams. I'm a very good boy, and today I'm gonna drag you all to hell with me. Come along."
Come to hell, everybody.
Come to hell, everybody.
There's lots of dog toys in hell.
They got tons of snacks down there. I made sure of it.
Sounds pretty chill.
All right. So the question of this strange corpse becoming the catalyst of this new zombie outbreak. What do you guys think? Rogus, bogus, or ogus?
You got that early ogus, or the early rogus from me, baby.
Woo! What do you think, DJ?
I'm gonna hit Ogus. I like the idea of Mr. Misery showing up. I like the idea of Mr. Misery showing up, but I kind of feel like we're done with dead Doctor Strange. I feel like that would. I think we're just done. I think it's just a corpse at the bottom of a bunch of rubble.
A bunch of rocks, finally buried.
Yeah. Done. He's done. Although, we can't leave this conversation without me saying that is, I love that scene in the movie where he possesses his own corpse and flies in on a cape of demons.
Right?
It's amazing.
Super cool.
It's amazing.
So cool.
It's
a cape
Sam
of the dead.
Raimi joint, baby. Oh God, all those arms.
All right, Jess. What do you think? Rogus, bogus, or ogus?
I agree with DJ when I'm like, I think we're done with dead Doctor Strange. But I don't disagree, and I think what I don't like about the MCU is they take your favorite freaking characters for one movie and then whisk them away. And Taskmaster. So I think we can get in this forever, me and you, MT. But I think Mr. Misery is a great addition. I think Mr. Misery would be a great point to grab from for the writers. I think no one would really know him that well. They'd have to look him up. So I think it would be a
100%.
great...
I've never heard of that guy till today.
Yeah.
And he's scary and very fun. So do I think he's going to show up in Doctor Strange? No. But will he show up in another dark, sinister Marvel movie that we're eventually going to get to? I completely think I could agree with. And it's so rogue that I think it is roguish. And I'm going to give it... I gave you 2
Holy
Roguses
shit,
today.
2 Roguses from Jess today? Is this a record?
I'm going to turn into a pretty butterfly. I feel like I feel so happy on the inside.
It's a
Thank
good
you,
character.
Jess.
If you pulled a shitty character, I would have given you a bogus. But that character, a good character, good ground.
Good pull,
I think
it's a
they're
good pull.
We can see it.
Xandu the wizard. Anyway, but all right, guys, now it is time for our rogue question. You guys ready for this one?
Hell yeah.
So
Gonna be extra rogue here because with Comic-Con happening right now as we speak, what would be your roguest cosplay option for Comic-Con this year?
You know what I've been seeing? I saw one kid do it, and I really want to do it.
What?
The Deep from The Boys, but with the octopus on his junk.
The octopus on-
Yeah.
And just walk around
Oh my-
with holding the octopus over
The octopus
my
on his
crotch.
crotch. Oh my god.
I love it.
Oh my god.
As soon as I
Timothy.
saw it, I was like, damn, I wish I was creative enough to grab such weird scenes. I just grabbed the character. I don't think about the
Right.
one scene that was 30 seconds
That's
of
so
pure
smart.
horrible.
Oh my god.
But
That's
yeah,
such
I
a
would
good
try
one.
to do that.
Hell
How about
yeah.
you guys?
I'm sure you got something good, Whitney. What you got? So wait, this is supposed to be like the dopest cosplay we
Like
could do.
the craziest cosplay that you would wear.
the
at
crazy
roguest
Comic-Con.
possible.
Or like the roguest, or any cosplay that you would wear.
Roguest cosplay you would wear. Well, see, for me, when I don't really cosplay, but whenever I think about it, it's always got comfortability, accessibility. You know what I mean? So I always
Gotta be
stuff
comf.
like Jessica just mentioned The Boys. You know, Butcher from The Boys, easy.
Mm.
That's
you know
very
what I mean?
easy.
That's super
You're
comfy.
right.
Yeah, I guess super
How about
comfy,
trying
dude.
to do that
That's a
accent
good
the
little
entire
fun
time?
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not that, but the other one I always wanted to do is the Mr. Knight. I always thought that looked it's very slick
Such
attire.
a dope suit.
It looks
I
cool.
love it.
Didn't really love how
It
they
is
did the character in the
cool.
show, but the suit always looked cool.
All right. I dig it. I can see you in a nice Mr. Knight costume. That's f***ing sick, man. I dig it.
I'm into that. I really
How about
am.
you, Whitney?
Okay, my answer is a joke that I already made to DJ on his podcast like last week, but I'm not joking. I strongly want to dress up as Vecna in a cheerleader costume because during MTM, sorry, you're not caught up on Stranger Things, but Vecna kills the
That's
head
okay.
cheerleader.
I know Vecna, though.
Yeah, he kills head cheerleader Chrissy Cunningham. And later on, Dr. Brenner explains that when Vecna kills somebody, he takes everything that they are, including all of their talents, skills, attributes, powers. That's how he gets stronger. And so he has
Right.
the powers of Chrissy Cunningham, Hawkins High cheerleader. And so I would really like to do Vecna in a cheer costume, pom-poms all the way, baby, hitting
Hell
those
yeah.
herkies, hitting the top of that pyramid. I'm into it. I want to do that so bad. And I'm sorry, DJ, that I'm telling you the same joke twice, but I mean it.
perfect.
That's how serious I am about it.
Yeah, it's perfect, and I also think it correctly answers the question because that is a very rogue cosplay. Like it's in the spirit of the question. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's in the spirit of the question.
Exactly.
In the spirit of the question.
Dang. These are all great answers. These are all really great rogue cosplays. I would love to see all of you guys in these cosplays. But like I'm gonna have to give it to Whitney for that one because like that is a super mega rogue. I would have never considered seeing a monster in a cheerleader outfit.
Because it's
Maybe
true,
outside
he
of
technically has all
Rule
of her
34.
powers.
He's got
that means he's got it. He's got it going on. It's like Bring It On Vecna edition.
I love it when you mention it, Whitney, because I
Oh,
love the concept of like getting somebody's powers in a universe where nobody but you has power. You're it, guy.
Yeah.
Vecna, look, what powers are you taking? Like, come on, man.
Exactly. But that is it for this episode of Rogue Theory. A huge thank you to our amazing guests, Jessica Clemons, DJ Wooldridge, and Whitney van Laningham. Be sure to follow them wherever they are on the internets. And of course, be sure to hit up hellbentcomic.com to pick up Hellbent like today because it's an amazing comic and DJ is a wonderful, wonderful writer
Thank you.
man in general. Thank you,
Thank
DJ, for coming on the show. We
No,
love
thank-
having you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Hellbentcomicbook.com. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hellbentcomicbook.com.
Yeah,
Yes,
make sure
sorry
you get
about
that book in there. It might take you to the wrong place.
hellbentcomicbook.com.
More
Yes,
like, hell yeah,
hellbentcomicbook.com.
all right?
And of course, you can support our channel by checking out all of our amazing merch options over at newrockstarsmerch.com. And if you got some rogue theories of your own, you can share them on our Discord. Just make sure you are 18 years old and older. You can just search for us on Discord, or you can just click the link in the description to join the conversation today. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter. You can follow New Rockstars wherever we are on the internet. And thank you guys. We love you guys so much for spending time with us. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.